Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Salutation to all you Archeans out there pushing this word in sincerity and truth. Shalom to you few Aquats out there being obedient unto your husband and taking heed of this word in silence. Right, again this is your brother Yassad back at you with another one. Will not edifying unto the elect. Right, well, hey, this word spreading. Right, brothers always coming in the upper videos, celebrities talking about this truth. You know we know the elites and them in fear, and they attentively listening our videos. Even these prime ministers, hey, the word is reaching to the four corners of the earth. All praises to Yahweh Shemir Shai for that, because this word had to reach unto the four corners of the earth before the end come. But hey, this lesson here would be going into let me see here. As the Lord delivered us from the Egyptians, so shall he be with his elect. Because hey, I was reading back to the book of Exodus, and hey, it was just a Yapa deliverance. Yapa is beautiful in the Hebrew, you know, because the plagues that was being sent, apart from, well, yes, the prophet Moses was taking the instruction and bringing the plagues, but behind the scenes it is the Lord sending the angels to carry forth the ark, you know. And hey, it's gonna be just as that in our time and our deliverance. As the scripture say, the angel encampeth amongst them that fear the Lord. And I could bring that scripture first off in the book of Psalms 37. Psalms 34 and verses 7. It says, the angel of Yahweh encampeth around them that fear him, and delivereth them. Yeah. And what? It speaks of the fear of Yahweh Shemir Shai. Right? It speaks of the fear because it's the men with the name of the Heavenly Father written upon their forehead. They're gonna be the ones that fear the Lord. Right? The ones that stood firm for the Lord's name. They who could understand the sound, understand, you know, in the time of prophecy, you know, the spiritual house of David waking up. And hey, our Redeemer is soon upon his way. You know, the faster the prophecies come, as the faster Yahushua gonna take us out of this. Right? Alright, let me get one of the account in Exodus 13. And let me see. Exodus 13 21. Where it says, and the Lord went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud to lead them the way, and by night a pillar of fire to give them light to go by day and night. He took not away the pillar of the cloud by day, nor the pillar of the cloud by night before the people. So I'm gonna read it in the blue, the NLT here. Alright, and verses 21, it said, the Lord went ahead of them. He guided them during the day with a pillar of cloud, And there is Psalm 68. Right, and I believe, let me see here, Psalm 68, 8 and verses 17. No, not 17, 11. It said, the Lord gave the word, and great was the company of those that published it. So that is it. You know, it's the angels, the embodiment of the angels, right? Literally doing the act, doing the bidding of the Lord. But ultimately, it's Yahweh Hashem Yahushai doing it. So, looking for example, how the Lord slew Ahab, right? When he asked the angels who will go and um you know, who will persuade Ahab to go up to fight against the king of Syria, right? And one of the angels, came up and said, you gonna be a lion spirit in your mouth. And what the Lord say, well, yeah, do so and prevail. Right, and ultimately it says that what the Lord, it was the Lord that did the killing. Even the spirit of vengeance is to appease the wrath of him that sent them, the Yahweh. Right? So Yahweh sending the plagues, but it's true the angels going and do for that work of the Lord. Yeah, that's how it works. And we even see it. When the vials being poured out, the spirits of vengeance is these the angels. You're seeing them flying about in the chariots, and these chariots they have like a cloaking system to disguise themselves as a cloud, and then you see them as a looking like a flying saucer. Some will be like a bright light, you know. So yeah, let me get back. So it said the Lord went ahead of them. He guided them during the day with a pillar of cloud, which being the angel, right? With the chariot, using the chariot, right, as a cloaking device, making it look like a dark cloud in the day, and then he provided light at night. It being a light unto them, because look, sometimes we go out in the sea and chariot light up so bright, the whole sky, well, that part of the sky lighten up. It said this allowed them to travel by day or by night, because remember they were still being pursued by the Egyptians, and I think it's 600,000 that was just men went on foot. So it was a big multitude of people. So it's only obvious they would not be moving in a fast motion. Right? It said, and the Lord did not remove the pillar of cloud or pillar of fire from its place in the front of the people. Yeah, and these are the same chariots, going back to the same scripture I brought out first in Psalms 34, where it says that the angels of the Lord encampeth around them that fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? Let's see here. Another account here is where, and hey, that's it, in I think is let's see here, Exodus chapter 10, concerning the alright, concerning the locusts. Exodus 10 and 14, because this is another plague that the Lord plagued Egypt with, right? Which he used to harden Pharaoh's heart and to wash forth his wonderful, wondrous works. Right? It says, Moses stretched forth his rod over the land of Egypt, and the Lord brought an east wind upon the land all that day and all that night, and when it was morning, the east wind brought the locusts. Yeah, because it's truly the Lord having the prophets as his mouthpiece and bringing forth his bringing forth, bringing to pass what he says. Because just as the prophets wake back up now, through the spirit and power Yahweh Bashem Shai, we prophesy the downfall of this place. Right, let me get here Exodus 14 and 24. Right, let's see. It came to pass that in the morning, watch, the Lord looked unto the host of the Egyptians through the pillar of fire and of the cloud, and troubled the host of the Egyptians. Because this here is when there was chasing after them, when there was crossing the Red Sea, whereby Yahweh Bashem Yahushai used the angels to part the sea. And that is the power of Yahweh Shai and the angels, it's like they could manipulate the elements. Because two spirit and two, in my head is like in that timing when all hell breaking loose, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai gonna be guiding us through the angels. He gonna be having ministering angels aiding us in that timing. Right, and we know Yahushua always with us, and he always making intercession for us, the elect. Well, the elect. Hopefully I am of that number. And took off their chariot wheels, that they drave them heavily. Right? A matter of fact, let me start at verse 22. Let's start at 21. It says, Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the Lord caused the sea to go back by a strong east wind all that night, and made the sea dry land. So imagine how pouring that rain, that wind was. And ultimately, obvious, we would believe that to be the chariot, right? The chariot performing these acts, where the angels are the Lord within the chariot performing these acts for the Lord, manipulating the wind to that direction to literally part that sea. Right? It say, and made the sea dry land, and the waters were divided, and the children of Israel went into the midst of the sea upon the dry ground, and the waters were a wall unto them on the right hand and on their left. Hey, just look at the wonders here how Bashem Yahushai did. Just think about it. This is thing to just get chills, to have that faith of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai on you. Because the same way he would be quick to be merciful, he He is same way to cast judgment just as well, right? So apart from bringing deliverance, the scripture says the Lord is a man of war, right? Also, um, the scripture says the Lord is dreadful amongst the heathen. Yeah, right. It say, and the waters were wall unto them on the right hand and on the left, and the Egyptians pursued and went in after them to the midst of the sea, even all Pharaoh's horses, his chariots, and his horsemen. And it came to pass that in the morning watch the Lord the Lord looked unto the host of the Egyptians through the pillar of fire, which is his chariot, right? And of the cloud, right, which is the chariot, and troubled the host of the Egyptians, and took off their chariot wheels that they drave them heavily. So that the Egyptians said, let us flee from the face of Israel, for the Lord fighteth for them against the Egyptians. Wow. And let's read that in the Blue Letter Bible 14 and verses 22. It say, well, 21, it said, then Moses raised up his hand over the sea, and the Lord opened up a path through the water with a strong east wind. The wind blew all the night, turning the seabed into dry land. So the people of Israel walked through the middle of the sea on dry ground, with walls of water on each side. Right, right. It said then the Egyptians, all of Pharaoh's horses, chariots, and charioteers, chased them into the middle of the sea. But just before the dawn, the Lord looked down on the Egyptian army from the pillar of fire and cloud, and he threw their forces into total confusion. He twisted their chariot wheels, making their chariot difficult to drive. And this is the works of the angels doing that. This was the works of the angels literally going and bending the wheels and, you know, sabotaging the chariots. Wow. Right, making their chariots difficult to drive, making it hard for them to operate the chariot. Let's get out of here, because a great fright came upon them when that happened. Because think about it, your wheels just starting to crush up and mash up just so. It's obvious who knows, they might have even saw angels doing it. Who knows? And he threw their forces into total. Right now, right, let's see. Let's get out of here, away from these Israelites. The Egyptians shouted, the Lord is fighting for them against Egypt. Yeah. And so when all the Israelites had reached the other side, the Lord said to Moses, raise your hand over the sea again. Then the waters will rush back and cover the Egyptians and their chariots and their charioteers. So as the sun began to rise, Moses raised his hand over the sea, and the water rushed back into its usual place. The Egyptians tried to escape, but the Lord swept them into the sea. Yeah. It said then the waters returned and covered all the chariots and charioteers and the entire army of Pharaoh, of all the Egyptians which had chased the Israelites into the sea. Not a single one survived. All of them was annihilated, was killed. All them that chase after Israel, right? Uh, wow. Yeah, and this year was a great deliverance from the mighty hand of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And I same way in this time the Lord is gonna bring a deliverance, but it wouldn't be for the whole house as well, but for the elect. Alright, so first off, let me get Isaiah 59. Alright. Isaiah 59 and 19. It says, so shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun, as meaning from the east. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, and just as before, just as the Egyptians came in as a flood against us, what? The Lord delivered us. With a mighty hand he delivered us. But again, this deliverance is only for the elect. 2/3 of our people gonna be cut off. All the murmurers, because there's a lot of them with the same spirit that when they went into the wilderness, they tell Moses that we said Exodus 14, it say, is not this the word that we did tell thee in Egypt, saying, let us alone, as leave us alone? Because this is the people that, yeah, this is our people, and hey, presumptuously, these are the 2/3 of our people, right? Because the same way, they could be thinking that me are going and suffer because of the Lord, and had to endure shame, and had to endure persecutions and all these things, when I could just take that karag, man, eat and drink until I ready to pass, and be under the devil's heel. Let's say is not this the word that we did tell thee in Egypt, saying, let us alone, that we may serve the Egyptians, for it had been better for us to serve the Egyptians than that we should die in the wilderness. And the same way, you all serving the modern day Egyptians, the elites, because this earth given into their hands. They controlling the governmental structures, they controlling the militaries, the monetary aspects, everything, right? It is in their power. That is why they passing all the laws, yeah, they are the ones, but you will rather suffer under their hands than turn to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. But hey, this time the Lord, all you murmurers, all who trust in Egypt, this system, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is not coming for you all. He's only coming for his elect. As the scripture says, 2/3 of Israel gonna be cut off and die, and the 1/3 gonna be what? Tried in the fire. Right? Because only 1/3 gonna be saved. The Lord is gonna lift up that standard the same way how that standard was lifted up, whereby the Lord made a way for us to be delivered out of the hands of the Egyptians. The same way he gonna lift up a standard back in this time here, but only for the election. Here, only for the election. You must see here. Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 9. Right, so let's see. Right, they that put their trust in him shall understand the truth. And such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he had care for his elect. So even the scripture that said the Lord wouldn't let the posterity of the elect, abolish. Yeah, as the scriptures say, none can be plucked out of the Lord's hand. Because in that time, hey, we're gonna need that Lord, hey, delivering us. Because hey, if it wasn't for the Lord bringing all these plagues and having the angels part the sea, through Moses, we would have never be delivered. And the same thing, there's nothing new under the sun. As it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. The same way how it was in the beginning, we being delivered by the Lord, out of the hand of our oppressor. The same thing is gonna come here now, but only unto them that sigh and cry. Going back to Ezekiel, go to the midst of the city and place a mark upon all that sigh and cry for the abominations being done in this place. The scripture said to get out of my people. Gather, Zephaniah, gather yourself together, our nation on the Zion, because a great destruction is coming to this place. Esau, Edom's great fall is coming by way of them plagues gonna come, thermonuclear fire, earthquakes, and you name it. And once you allied with this devil, you're gonna be in the crossfire just as well, because the Lord say he's not willing that all should perish, but all should come to repentance. But 2/3 of our people, they're not gonna turn to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, neither their heritage, none of these things. They just wanna serve Massa. But you all gonna get a judgment just as your Massa, the thermonuclear fire. Right? Let's see here. And that's it. Job 5. See here. And let me start at verses 19. It say, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea in 7 shall no trouble touch thee. Right, and that 7th trouble, going back to the 7th trumpet, which is the last the last trumpet, which is the thermonuclear fire, because we had to be delivered out of that time. Before that time come, we had to be delivered. We had to be up in the chariots. Right? Let's say, in famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Yeah, in famine the Lord gonna redeem us, because hey, Isaiah 55, it say, ye shall be hungry and my servants gonna eat. And we had our faith upon these words. The book of Matthew 6 and 26, so it says, Matthew 6:26, it say that, behold the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap. As many fowls in the air, them no plant, and neither do they reap with a plant or with a sow, nor gather into barns, as meaning the stocking up food. Yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much better than they? Yeah. So that is it. If the Lord feed the birds and the fowls of the air, who is we that are more valuable to feed? Who is us? Look, Elijah, the prophet Elijah, the Lord made the ravens feed him. And that the level of faith we gonna have that no matter what Yahweh Hashem Shai, there is not the look at the generation at all had any trust in the Lord and was confounded. The Lord never goes against his word. Let's see here. First Peter 3 and 12. Yeah, it says, for the eyes of the Lord are over the righteous, and his ears are open unto their prayers. Yapa precept. Just as how Israel cried out when they was being oppressed and given extra bondage in the time of Egypt, the Lord heard them. Eventually they were delivered. But the face of the Lord is against them that do evil. So the same way how Esau gonna be coming at us, as the scriptures say, and the dragon was wrought with the woman, going back to Revelation 12, come down to the last chapter, the dragon being wrought to the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of a seed that kept the testimony of Yahushai. And a Yapa video the brother did, I think is JMS Vegas sit downs. Either one of these, the brother, the bigger brother, or either the elder. The video was concerning something about infamy, right? And because we all gonna be placed on the front line soon. We all gonna be hated of all men just for this truth's sake, right? Because it's gonna be as treason against this man's system. But it's all good, because hey, shall persecution or death or anything um let me get in the book let's see. Right, Romans 8 and 35, it says, who shall separate us from the love of Mashiach? Shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or peril of sword? As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long, we are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. Yeah, so no matter what they come at us, the Lord will be with us. The Lord will be with us, and a lot of marvelous works gonna be done. We're gonna be given some brothers gonna be given spiritual power. Hey, we might even see the Lord. Well, like angels, as the scriptures say. That's roughly paraphrasing. Yeah. We may entertain angels unawares, right? And hey, in that timing, you know, the angels gonna be in human form helping us in that timing. Angels looking, in human form helping us, and yeah, and we gonna even perceive that it is an angel that's helping us in that timing. You know, hey, the Lord has so many yapa ways to deliver us. You know, the Lord say, surely He know it how to deliver the godly out of temptation. I tell you, I hope this quick lesson was edifying. Until the next one, I say shalom, double honors unto the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Salutation again to all you Archeums out there. Right, shalom.